Hi. The railway is a system with a very long memory. Much of our infrastructure is well over a century old. Rolling stock lasts decades, and the standards and cultures that keep the railway safe are deeply embedded. That durability is one of our railway's great strengths. But it also means that change is inherently gradual. Artificial intelligence is the most consequential technology of our time and is advancing far more quickly than the railway traditionally does. This creates a real challenge for a safety-critical system like ours, but it also presents a significant opportunity. Used properly, AI can help us understand our network better, make more informed decisions, and improve how reliably we run services for passengers and freight. The railway has always been about enabling growth. Since the first public passenger railway opened 200 years ago, it supported urbanisation, economic activity and social connection. Government continues to invest in rail because we need the railway to deliver these outcomes effectively and support growth, jobs and homes. Improving how the railway works is difficult in a system that's been fragmented for many years. That's what the creation of Great British Railways, the government's railway reform programme, will resolve. And it's also why GBRX has been created at this point of reform, as we bring operations and infrastructure closer together to engage seriously with strategic technologies that improve how the railway works and help create sustainable skills for the future. What matters most to passengers is straightforward. They want a railway they can rely on, they can trust with their time and money, and that does what it says it will do. The same is true of freight customers, for whom reliability, predictability and confidence in the network are essential to supporting growth. AI can help deliver this by giving us a far richer, more dynamic understanding of how the railway actually operates day to day, not just how it's planned to operate. It allows us to see patterns across the system that are difficult to identify through traditional practices alone, such as how small unattributable delays accumulate, how decisions in one part of the network create consequences elsewhere, and where targeted intervention will have the greatest impact. Crucially, this understanding can then be turned into action. By augmenting the judgment of leaders in a more integrated railway, AI can support better planning, faster responses to emerging issues, and more confident decisions grounded in evidence rather than hindsight. This must always be done safely. We can't take risks with safety, but it's also right to challenge long-standing assumptions where better evidence allows us to do so. AI can help us test whether current parameters and practices are delivering the outcomes we intend, rather than relying solely on what's familiar. This action plan sets out a practical, bottom-up industry approach to advancing AI. It recognises the complexity of the system, the responsibilities of different organisations, and the need to move at a pace that's both ambitious and responsible. It focuses on putting capability into the hands of the people who plan, operate and maintain the railway, and on building skills for the future. The establishment of GBR will deliver a simple, more integrated railway. We are not waiting for legislation alone to improve performance. We want the railway to work better, and we're taking steps now. This action plan is an important part of that. I'm delighted by the breadth of industry participation and the support of the Expert AI Advisory Council that has contributed to the development of this action plan and the establishment of the sector's first artificial intelligence incubator accelerator, known as AIIA, to coordinate its delivery. This discipline and urgency set out in the plan will help accelerate our ability to deliver a more capable, reliable, resilient railway that continues to serve the country well for generations to come. Thanks for listening.